I've been getting papers and I need to know, how do I get this data into Excel so that I can use it? So I have this schedule here. I've got these stations and I've got the, say, Monday noon. I've got all of these names. I might want to look at this and find out how many shifts has Gene been assigned, or how many individual people are on here. And then there's this schedule. Maybe I want to look at, I want to filter by the workshops that are nearly full, but I can't do anything off of this paper. How do we get this into Excel? Now, the first thing would be call up your 15-year-old nephew, offer him 2 hot dogs and a milkshake in exchange for typing this stuff into Excel. No, don't do that. That's abusive, it's lazy, it's mean-spirited. If you're gonna have a 15-year-old retype this stuff, pay them some real money. Otherwise, 15-year-olds should be out frolicking and gallivanting. And this does not have any frolicking or gallivanting involved. It's just a violation of child labor laws is what that would be. Let's look at how to get this and other stuff into Excel so that it's useful. I read some articles about using Excel on a phone and taking a picture and all this stuff, and I had to download Excel and install it, and I'm thinking about the privacy issues, around an app, and then I gotta log in, and it's too much rigmarole. I took a picture of this schedule and sat it into Word, and notice that the schedule is angled in the picture. The next thing to do is save this as a PDF and then open that PDF in Word. Here I am in Word, File, Schedule PDF. Okay, it's going to convert it, or try to. Okay. Now look at that. It looks pretty nice. There are some things that aren't perfect. Let's see. This is all in a row. The hyphen between Wednesday and evening is gone. It's not exactly perfect, but it's better than typing. So I highlight everything and then take it over to Excel. Here's how it looks in Excel. Now we've still got this handwritten schedule. It showed up as an image. I'm going to delete that. What are we looking at? Instead of week 1, cell B2 shows week I. But we do have week 2. That's fine. Let's look at this. This is all on one row. This Saturday morning, that should have a hyphen in between, so that's got to be cleaned up. But it looks pretty good. There's another way that we're going to look at. I brought the image into OneNote, highlight the image, right-click, copy text from picture. Now I'm going to go over here and paste. Everything is all in one column. That's not helpful. Of the two methods, pasting it as Word and saving as a PDF, that would be the easiest to clean up. Now, how about this one? I also took a picture of this sheet of paper. Here's the image in Word, save it as a PDF, and then open the PDF in Word. This is messy. Baking science on the 16th of August, capacity of 20, and open is 0 on the paper. But we've got a mess here on this. It's been split across 2 different pages. Let's try the OneNote method. Here is the image in OneNote. Right click, rotate 90 degrees. I'm going to make this bigger, and then go here, right click, copy text from picture. Right click, paste. Now that's all in a big old column. With it copied, let's look at it in Excel. Right click, get this here, that's all a big column. But okay, let's look at it. We've got the dates 16 August down to 27 November. That's there. And then that odd entry in row 15, that is the workshop that's been canceled. There's baking science down to baking science, knead and bake, cocktails, rum, and then scroll down. There's 20 down to 20. That looks okay, but then we've got a problem where instead of a 0 being next, we've got a 615, down to 9. I also noticed that other zeros are gone. We should have a 502, but we've got a 529. Fortunately, this data set is small enough that we can see what's missing, and then we can fix this fairly easily. But if this was a whole lot more data, this would not work. Let's look at something else. I took a picture of a page in a magazine. We've got these cigar scores from the Padron at 94 on the top down to the Cohiba at 92 on the bottom. I saved the image as a PDF in Word, opened it in Word, and it didn't do jack bananas. It's still an image. Here is the result out of OneNote. We got the top scores, the 94, and then the 393s, and then something. What is this? I'm not sure what that is. But then Habana. I don't see Habana as text on this sheet. But if I zoom in, it says Habana on that cigar band. That's where that text is coming from. Then we scroll down for the H. Upman. That should say 18.2 pounds. But Excel has L, capital EL. But what happens if I take one of those PDFs and then use Power Query to import from PDF? Tell you what, I tried it, and the PDF still has an image in there. So when I did the import, the document was imported into Power Query, but there was nothing in it because it's still an image inside the PDF. There you are. 2 ways to get data off of a piece of paper, out of a magazine, a screenshot, whatever. Save it as a PDF in Word, use OneNote. But there's going to be some cleanup that you're going to have to do. But it's better than retyping this or calling your nephew and violating child labor laws